Big boost for broadband access in New York State today. Senators Chuck Schumer and Kirsten Gillibrand joined Governor Kathy Hochul to announce that $100 million is coming to New York State.
Now, the money is going to be used to boost the connectivity for those living in affordable and public housing. 2 Side's broadband champion, Nate Benson, has been tirelessly covering this topic for nearly, I think it's 4 years now, Nate. How big of a deal is this announcement now?
Well, Scott, if you don't have a connection right now in an affordable housing unit, it's a very big deal. And closing the digital divide is finally a big deal for lawmakers.
37% of low-income households don't have broadband subscriptions in the state of New York.
Senator Kirsten Gillibrand elaborated further.
The digital divide in New York is a huge problem that got much, much worse during the pandemic.
But despite the official state broadband map saying that over 97% of New York has access, Governor Kathy Hochul echoed Senator Gillibrand's sentiment.
We call it a digital canyon. It has grown bigger.
But unlike her predecessor, Governor Hochul outlined some of the specific ways to address the issues. In her 2022 State of the State address, Governor Hochul committed to ensuring those living in public and affordable housing would finally get some attention in the high-speed internet department. And the federal government helped her deliver that promise.
So this $100 million here today, the largest targeted investment in affordable housing broadband infrastructure in the nation.
So here's the nuts and bolts. New York is getting $100 million from the American Rescue Plan funds that will connect at least 100,000 households in New York State. And this is strictly committed for those living in affordable and public housing. Housing authorities and providers will be eligible to apply for grants to receive part of the $100 million, which will now be distributed by the state's Connect All office. While the funding is significant, Senator Gillibrand says more work still needs to be done.
The need, I think, is greater than people realize. Even with this huge amount of money, it's affecting 6% of the unmet needs.
Due to a scheduling conflict with my barber, I had to sit in on the announcement from my car. Luckily, I tapped into a local library's Wi-Fi to ask this.
Have the affordable housing authorities already been identified in terms of who will be getting the money, or will it be a competition grant style they'll have to apply to receive this funding?
Housing providers can express their interest in participating in the program, and then we'll be moving quickly to launch a request for applications for internet service providers to meet those opportunities.
All right, so don't expect any major news on this in the next coming weeks or even months, because the state has to work its way through the application process with all of those potential applicants. Live in downtown Buffalo, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.